Track 10,000 just 2 weeks ago in the USA, 27.26. Watch the Irishman in green. Mayo of Spain, the 6th fastest European all time. He too, the Spaniard, a very, very fast track runner. But his form, questionable. Only a cross-country race so far this year. Perhaps the favourite, Jimmy Gressier of France. He's a 59.46 performer, the 12th fastest ever in Europe. He's a sub-60-minute performer, the complete runner, great on the track, on the roads, and the country is Gressier. And then the local man, he could be a threat for a medal, the Belgian Simon de Bonny.
The sun shining, a brilliant atmosphere.
Away they go then. It is a relatively small field. We're used to seeing such massive fields get underway. I commentated on the Berlin Half Marathon last Sunday, just 6 days ago, and some athletes here raced there, and there were massive fields in Berlin, around 40,000. Well, Jimmy Gressier laying out his stall very, very clearly early on. 250 per kilometre is 60-minute pace, 250.5 if you want the bits and pieces. So we're not expecting anything like 60 minutes on this course this morning, or sub-60. I'd have thought a winning time in the 61, 62-minute range would be pretty solid, although he has gone out aggressively. Gressier here will bring the splits as quickly as we can for these men. But Gressier from Guide, who is definitely one of the favourites. Guide, the Irishman, he ran 27.26 in San Juan Capistrano in California just a couple of weeks ago. That's a fabulous time. He lives in Dublin, former Eritrean. But he's had 3 races this year as Guide in the green there in second place. 2 of them were Irish national records. He has been in supreme form, and he will be tough to shake off. So Gressier looks like he's prepared to do this the hard way. I mean, goodness me, 7.5 minutes on the clock here. Gressier, Guide and Kiprab, and Gondwan's dropped back pretty quickly. Ellen in 4th place. He's about 15 metres back, in Gressier on this little upslope, really testing these guys. Looks like he wants the gap early. Yeah,
absolutely. This is just a second half marathon. When you look at the personal best and you look at the times, only 2 men under 60 minutes. Carlos Mayo, one of them, and Jimmy Gressier, the other, both setting their personal best in 2023, and that's exactly what we've come to expect from Jimmy Gressier, haven't we? Started his sporting love with football, and he really is a true entertainer when it comes to geeing up the crowds. And considering he's already torn this field apart, as now Kiprab is dropping back, still having the energy to try and encourage the crowds to give him something back. This is certainly a statement of intent from the Frenchman.
Well, according to our time, at 13.52 at 5K, I find that hard to believe. 13.52, I mean, no, there it is, it's official. Wow! Jimmy Gressier has gone out so aggressively, 13.52. Well, that is, it's about 58.20 tempo. I mean, that is bonkers fast. It really is crazy fast from Jimmy Gressier. And it's because he's trying to shake off the others. And it explains why there's that gap back to the pack, Ellen. They simply couldn't live with that early tempo. And I wonder whether or not Kiprab can live with it much longer. He's never broken 60 minutes. He's only once just gone below close to 61 minutes. His personal best in Barcelona back in February, 60.46. So this is new territory for the Norwegian in white. Yeah, Jimmy Gressier, 25 minutes on the clock. And he has got that isolation now, I think. And you can see the support here out in these communities. So they've been running for 25 minutes. They're at about 8K. They're still heading up the western side of the course in a northern direction. Sun right behind him in Gressier here. The temperature hasn't built up yet, but look at the support there. He is loving it. There is a man in his element, in wonderful form. When you've run 12.54 for 5,000 indoors, you have got so much speed at your legs, cruising along at this sort of speed in a half marathon. You'll feel very, very comfortable indeed. He's got a wonderful engine, Jimmy Gressier, and you were talking about the confidence of one or two of the female athletes just now, Diana Van Ers. Well, Jimmy Gressier has never been an athlete lacking in confidence. In fact, at the press conference yesterday, he talked about he's got a secret prepared should he win. Here is the second placer, Kiprab of Norway, and he has definitely dropped now. That gap is probably about 80 metres, probably about 10-12 seconds.
It's nice and day, isn't it, when you look at how both of them are moving. Gressier just gliding and carrying so much pace, where You look at that corner and the way it was cut by Kiprab, it just looks to be struggling slightly. You can still see Jimmy Gressier, the lead bikes, and of course the lead car ahead, but certainly that gap he's not going to be able to bridge it unless now something happens and Jimmy Gressier has completely mispaced this.
Gressier has been patient, he's had a couple of attacks, and he's now got his reward. And Kiprab in second, Guide in third. There it is, those are the splits at 10k, 27.50. I cannot emphasize how quick that is when he's already negotiated a massive hill in that first 10k from Gressier. He could be heading here, dare I say it, I should probably whisper it, but maybe for a sub-60 clocking. It's fabulous. Jimmy Gressier approaches the finish line now, here in the south of the city centre in Leuven. The crowds are massive here. I'm astonished at the number of Leuven populace that have come out.
Feels like a dream, feels
Of Leuven populace that have come out. He grabs the tricolor, he celebrates it. He's not interested in a personal best, he's not interested in the time. You see it bottom right of the screen. It will be sub-60, but Gressier is the champion in the inaugural European Running Championships half marathon for men. He's winning time unofficially, 59.46. Quite astonishing from Jimmy Gressier. If that is the case, it's equal his lifetime best. He wasn't interested in that. He's the winner. He's a championship racer extraordinaire. Fabulous from Gressier. And I tell you what, he doesn't look that extended. Second place then, it is Kiprab of Norway. He's worked so hard for this as the Norwegian 29-year-old. Former Eritrean since July 2022. He has proudly been a Norwegian citizen and raced for them so well. Didn't finish the European Championships in Rome last year, but a silver medal today from Kiprab is fabulous running. And this, the battle for the bronze. Guide against Gondouin. Not far to go now, this final right-hand turn and then into the finishing straight. And it has been a hard battle these two have created over the last few kilometres. Gondouin kicks away, picks his moment perfectly. Guide hasn't given up, although he did have a look over his shoulder. And look at Gondouin. He's got the confidence here to come to the line and take a bronze for France.